How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Mashle Magic and Muscles episode review. Today's episode is episode 7, Mash, Burndead, and the Puppet Master. So before I go any further, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here, and hit that notification bell to be notified of more videos such as this one. So we get a continuation of last week, and this episode is basically, I guess, the beginning of the dorm wars. I haven't read the anime. I haven't read the manga, so I don't know what particular arcs are called. But this whole Lang thing is funny because Mash, after being told to be careful, ends up getting into the Lang dorm, breaks into the Lupus Magus office or whatnot. By the way, there was no episode last week because it was a 6.5. It was literally a recap episode where the only thing different was just it was delivered from the perspective that Mash was sending a letter and his father was reading it. So I did skim it. I didn't sit down and watch a whole recap because I watched all 6 episodes already, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, while in this room with the Puppet Master man, whose name we still don't get. Oops, let me put this down here. I actually needed to do something for my notes. While he's in there with Puppet Master Man, Puppet Master Man asks him, why do you want to become a divine, not divine prophet, divine interviewer? Or I called it DV in my notes. I can't remember it. Divine something, right? Divine hitman, whatever. And Mash says, I can live peacefully with my family. And guy says, that's a good one. That's a good one. But you're not going to get it because he basically says that he wants to make America great again. That same old bullshit. He says that basically saying he wants to make the world back to how it was great, right? Nowadays they try to push equality and compassion and treating people well. Ew, what how do the villains say this stuff with such a straight face and not realize that is the most evil shit you've ever said? I don't even care if it's in your community. If your community says that, you blood purists, we all know how that sounds. How do you not sit back and go, are we the bad guys? Yeah, you are the bad guys. And, he says all this crap, and he's saying that humans are essentially beasts, and he's trying to remind the world that blah, 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 blood purists, blah, 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 blah. And Mash goes, oh, so you want to live peacefully too? That's what you're telling me. And everyone's like, did he even listen? Blah, blah, blah. Mash is like, well, didn't mean to insult you. I'm sorry. And the guy says, he's taking it as an insult. Leader man takes it as an insult. And then he says, I'll take your gold coin, though. I'll let you leave. And Mash like, how about no? Literally, he says, how about no? And I'm just going to leave. Dude does a little puppet thing, sends a puppet at him. Mash beats the crap out of the puppet, snapping said strings, returning Silver back to his normal self. And then another puppet that has 6 arms comes. And Mash's like, oh, this one has more muscle on it. Goes in his pocket, takes his coin, and flicks it. To which then, after a small skirmish to get out of it, Mash accidentally stepped on Silver and picked Silver up. It's like, I'm gonna take him to the nurses. It's like, you just gonna give up your coin like that? He's like, I'm prioritizing things, and besides, I'm not giving up that easily, and you're not gonna win, right? Just flat out says that and leaves out. Meanwhile, the guy's like, he's very confident. He's overly Divine Visionary's name. Why is he giving in? So why is he what? And he looks at his hand and he knows a button was missing off his puppet and there's a button in his hand. Why, y'all? The pink-haired evil girl goes, I can't believe what I just saw. When the dude grabbed the coin, the puppet grabbed the coin and flicked it at the master. Mash bit the button off, spit it at the coin, hitting the coin, flipping it back, and took a deep breath to put the coin into his mouth, all at super speed. Wow. Wow. I gotta give it to Mash. Kept his gold coin and didn't have to deal with any of that crap. So, the scene between him and Silver was okay, because Silver wakes up, doesn't remember anything that happened after he was turned into a puppet. But he wakes up to Mash working out, working his obliques. And he's asking, we were enemies, how come you saved? I'm assuming that you're the reason why I'm in here. How come you saved me? And Mash kind of trips and messes up in the middle of what he's going to say. But Silver understood that he was saying, basically, when one of us is hurt, it's a problem for all of us. So Mash cannot walk away when someone's in need. Such a good boy. This base of this episode is just, we've kicked everything off, right? I said that earlier. We kicked it off. We get Dot, Lance, both inside of Finn and Mash's room. But they're about to tussle and fight. Mash breaks through the doors, breaks up the door again. It's like, hey, yeah, he's right. Take it outside. You don't want to mess up someone's room. Dot changed his hair, put a little bang in front of his face because Lemon likes boys with bangs, and it's just, boy, you ain't getting Lemon. Stop it. Only thing you getting from Lemon is you being sour that she ain't with you. Regardless of that, Lemon basically breaks everything down, right? And probably for us as well, showing there's a magic scale that shows how many coins, gold coins, Lang has. Lang has 15. Lang, since the beginning of the school year, has been stealing gold coins from other dorms, which is just 2. There's the orcas and there's Adler, right? The cacaos and the orcas. And unfortunately, all of the upperclassmen that could stop them, they're doing off-campus internships. So, of course, it is the juniors and sophomores being a-holes. This is how I'm interpreted it in terms of American high school. But yeah, we have our 3, I don't want to call them ruffians, but you got Dot, Lance, and Mash all going, all right, cool. So we're going to start taking coins back, and we're going to defend the coins that we do have. And, oops. One thing I did not mention earlier is that Mash had initially said that he wasn't much of a challenge when he beat up the first puppet, but he says, I'm going to take that back. But the cool line that Mash does say, and I love noting this, is he said, these muscles will flex in the name of peace. That was equal parts funny, but equal parts, I like that. That's pretty dang cool. Gotta get rid of that. And so I guess Mash had to be punished. I can't remember for what thing he did he need to be punished. I'm guessing when he beat up that evil teacher and that evil classmate of his. Which just makes no sense that you all in the same dorms just fight. Sorry. I digress. So his superficial punishment is he has to clean up the owl cages, the owl pen, for a whole week. Lance comes out and Mash is like, why are you here? He's like, you fool. Obviously, I'm here to help and to watch your back in case Lang gets to jump, because Mash is the only person that has a gold coin in Adler right now. Adler. And one of the funny parts, I had to note this, is that the owls don't like Mash. Like, they're pecking his head. I'm like, wow. But the accurate picture, because we got one owl doing this. If you have not seen owl videos, you please watch it. I love owls. There's one of each color over here. Shout out to anybody that's been to my Demon Slayer reviews of last year and you saw all 3 of these. But yeah, the owls are just pecking him in his head. And he's like, man, they really do hate you. And it's making his head bobble back and forth that he's making a noise. Mash is so hilarious as a character because he is sincere, and his comedic moments just, I don't want to say, I hate to use the term they come out of nowhere, but they surprise you so much that it is so enjoyable. But yes, Lance was right. The jerks come. They're walking and making their way through. You have one guy. They're part of the Lupus Magus group. You have the number 6 Fang, Olor Andrews, who that's that guy. He's very ugly. His teeth are always showing, and he has tiny teeth and his big gums. Very, very bad smile. Who uses sea magic, because it was like see this and sea shark and sea shark evolution. And you have oh my goodness, Shinri Answer. I think his name is Answer without a W. Answer Shinri. His magic is literally just throwing a shuriken. He calls it shuriketh, but it's a freaking shuriken. Literally, it's one shuriken, two shuriken, three shuriken, big shuriken. That's all his ability really is. I know. And so they make their appearance with their wands and all this stuff, and Sea Dude puts Mash in water, and he has like a sea field that opens up a dimension where there's water, and Mash is like, he's bubbling in the water like, help me, I've never swam I've never swum. That's what he says, swum, but it's supposed to be swam. I've never swam a day in my life. He falls into the water dimension. So we'll do it in order how they did. The fight with I'm just gonna call him Shinri and Lance is funny because Lance can just use Gravio, right? But there are birds, there are owls all around them. And he's like, I can't hurt the owls. And he thinks of his sister going, big brother, don't be mean and hurt the owls. He's like, can't do it. Which he gets hit with the 1, 2, 3, shurikens. And he does a little bit of Gravivivo, which makes a shovel fall and hit some seeds. The seeds distract the owls to move them all over there. And the a-hole goes, you didn't attack me because of the birds that were around, which fully hits that Gravivivo. So apparently, judging by the type of wand he has, which is, what did he say? He said a Mongolia wand. He knows he's from the Crown family. He heard about the older Crown guy leaving. He's like, oh, you're so weak. I can't believe you're weak. That's why you left. You left because you're weak. And weakling this and weakling that. He said, did you know? By the way, the character of Shinri, his weird trope is he will state something that is blatantly obvious and try to make it sound profound. Because the thing he does before this, I can't remember the joke he told before to, or the gag with Olor, but with Lance, the gag was, in a fight, one wins and the other loses. And Lance is like, I hate him. I can't believe he even paused to make it sound dramatic. I can't believe I even asked what. I'm so mad. And that's what he does. And he does this saying, did you know that, beating the weak feels so good? Basically, he wants to feel superior. It's all a power trip. And he got thrown off by that whole owl seed thing, but he gets thoroughly beaten up. Like the Gravivivo flattens him down into the ground. I don't want to say it hurts him, but it hurts him because it hurts him to the point of knocking him out. Where I wish I would have put a star on this. Lance says, for you, battles are to feel superiority. Not for me. I'm forced to fight for the sake of my little sister. And let me tell you something right now. You guys who fight for yourselves never have a chance of beating someone like me, whose my determination is to save my little sister. Because the whole entire time, this guy's won. He's like, they both have 2 marks. He's like, we both have 2 marks. We have 2 lines. Like, what's the difference between us? That's the difference between you. You're an a-hole. He's just kind of a jerk. Meanwhile, we have the sea guy who turned himself into a shark to go into the sea thing. And Mash is just zooming past him, swimming hard, just swimming fast in the water. And the guy was shocked. He said, wait, that couldn't have been him. I thought you said you couldn't swim. And Mash thanks him. He said, oh, thank you. You know what? I can swim better than I thought I could. I want to thank you. Mash just breaststrokes underwater. And so with the guy, with the Mash thanking him for allowing, well, I guess, I don't want to say forcing him, but showing him that he can swim better than what he thought he could, right? And he's darting around, he's moving quickly like a torpedo. This guy does another sea magic called Sea Shark Evolution, which basically turned him into like a demon shark. He had like 4 eyes, and you know, I've been watching a lot of One Piece, so I was gonna say fish man, but not really a fish man, like a demon shark thing. But I digress. So all Mash does is just swim into him. Like, his strokes are becoming punch strokes. He just punches him. And remember, this is a sea. You ever seen Shark Week when you're underwater with the sharks? It looks like this, and he just punches him straight up, and they break through the ground. Which, guy is now naked. I guess that magic rips off your clothes or whatever. But yeah, they've defeated them. The bet was gold coin for gold coin. Lance takes the gold coin. But then another enemy appears. And this guy shows up wearing a mask and says, I'm just here to get my comrades. After does it zoom past him? After he zooms past him, because he's fast, like Mash fast. And the Gravivivo didn't work on him. And then, which is funny because Mash in robes, underwater, in his workout gear, back up top in robes. And now the guy's like, no, seriously, I'm just here to pick up my comrades. And Mash is like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. You're pretty menacing. And he goes in for one of his, starting block Mash punches. Do zoom past Mash. And he opens up one of those little genie bottles that Lance had. He's like, no, I was here to get a little peek at who you guys were. And at the same time, I'm sincerely just here to get my comrades. You don't have to worry about anything yet. Where we at? And after he gets his compatriot, he says good day and leaves. Now, before he came in, he was saying Lance was saying this is the 6th and 7th guy. And Mash was saying, this will be a piece of cake. Which made another comedic moment because he was dry when he said it. And Lance was saying that kind of takes the drama out of it when you say it so casually. But yeah, Lance takes these out. I'm going to take it back. Crushing them's going to be worthwhile. As the guy's leaving, his mask cracks. And he thinks back. He's like, oh, in that one moment. Oh, so Mash's force cracked his mask no matter how fast he was. And he thinks, physical strength. No, he said all, super speed and no magic. He's just like me. What? And we see underneath the mask, he has a special eye. He attempted to call these things Sharingans, but he has a special eye. And is that what the episode is? That's where the episode ends with. I'm gonna assume this is the number. At least 4, 3, or 2 guy, because obviously Puppet Master is gonna be number 1, right? Because he's the leader, haha. But yeah, and straight into the arc fights, which is gonna just be Mash and his people, because Mash is the only person with a gold coin. Next episode is gonna be Mash Burndead and the Wolves of Magic. Lupus Magus, they're wolves of magic. Yeah. This was fun. I'm glad that Mashle is back. Holy crap! I'm happy to see more different kind of magic. The sea magic was interesting. I don't know how I feel about just straight shuriken. Like, his greatest technique was just a super big shuriken. So hopefully numbers 5 through 2, if that dude's number 2, 5 through 2 are more interesting. But all in all, I'm giving this episode a 4 out of 5. Thoroughly enjoyed it. A lot of fun. The funny parts were funny. And Mash is basically showing, yeah, no, we're not going to let you guys win. And I'm all for that. I wonder if Lemon's going to get involved. I'm actually interested in knowing if Lemon's going to do any fighting. We've Haven't seen her do anything outside of like the magic cuff thing that the evil teacher told her to do. So who knows? But please let me know what you think in the description down, well, not the description, but in the comment section down below. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. Sincerely, and I mean this, anytime we, the creators, can still see when you guys thumbs down. I actually, if you thumbs down, tell me in the comment section, what do you think? Why are you thumbing down? I want to have this conversation. I'm so serious, so sincere. I want to hear back from you guys. All right. So thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about Mashle. Please be good, be blessed. Wash those hands. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. Stay safe out there, everybody. And just realize that you are not alone in this world. There are people out there that care about you. There's someone that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. So reach out to someone, all right? My socials are right there at the bottom. Follow me, hit me up. I will definitely say hi. Just don't be a jerk. Well, with all that, guys, I'm Shane. I'll see you next time. Muscling out.